my channel has been a completely fake channel.
Wow.
They broke in through the YouTube monetization
Yep.
on my YouTube account.
Yep.
And they somehow broke into my bank account through the monetization, and that's why I have no money going into my bank account, and it's a controlled amount.
It's a controlled amount.
All of these wires.
And it's funny, right? Because I'm going through the same damn thing. Can I get a no there?
Invisible wires like came off of my feet. And I did not.
I got a notification in my monetization on my analytics, and they sent me a notification saying that they got this little glitch going on. Somebody was messing with the monies. She called it the monies. See, that's why I say, man, you know, they do their best for a TI. When you're a TI, you know, everything's gonna be infiltrated.
Not know what they were doing to me in Manhattan. There was a bunch of cops involved. There was a bunch of feds, a bunch of mafia involved. I didn't know what they were doing to my feet.
Her feet.
It would, like, honestly, like, my foot would vibrate. It was so insane. I can't even tell you with their invisible tech. And I know how insane that sounds, but it's real. All their wires just came off of me when I was clearing those energies. I can't even tell you how many offices are involved in these operations and how all of their
Now check this out, y'all. This is what I was talking about the other day.
Computer systems are connected. I kept getting strong references to Nextel and a telecommunication company, and they basically turned me into their own telecommunication company with their wires, and they're laughing about it right now. I already knew.
She gets V2K, y'all, for those that don't know. She gets V2K in live time, and she could hear them talking to her while she's talking to us.
They were doing that. I honestly think I was Starlink for quite some time. I was a lot of things. They used me as a little beta lab rat for all of their fucking shit because they donated my body to science, courtesy of Jared Kushner, and they did this to mock me, to mock my role, on top of everything else that they were putting me through. It was just one of their torture.
Now, like I said, for her, she's an insider. She's one that was, you know, she got Purple Hearts. You know, she belonged to them. She's a part of the Beast's system. Something went wrong, and now she's on the outside looking in. She's no longer a part of the gang now. She's being gang stalked by the same people that she once worked for. Now, as far as me and you, whoever is watching this channel, if you're a target individual, I'm assuming that maybe you weren't in the military. You wasn't in the military. You was never associated with fraternities or sororities or whatever. You're not a Mason or whatever. And wow, you just living your own motherfucking life. And you just woke up in the gang stalking simulation. Can I get a no there? Because I'm speaking for myself. I don't know about y'all. I know I don't belong to nobody. I was never a part of no groups, no secret societies. But they on me like a motherfucker. They on me like flies on shit. Player. They on me like cold milk on frosted flakes.
Torture operations. So, on that note, a lot of stuff is going down right now, and it's ugly as hell in terms of them controlling the media and silencing their victims. I kind of wanted to do a quick read on if their victims, their real victims, are going to actually be liberated, and the crimes they have done, if they're actually going to come to the light because they're so bad. I have the tower coming in around it. It might blow your freaking mind when it does come to the light, because these crimes are the worst crimes of our country's history. I can't even explain to you what they've done to me, and I am myself have been in such shock that it hadn't come to the light because there's too many players involved. And the more players that are involved in an attack, it would only be a matter of time before there were slip-ups. But this operation is a military grade operation, and the monies that they were pumping in, they had me as a crypto, they had me as Bitcoin, which is interesting.
Yes,
that was another, I guess, operation they had against me, where I was Bitcoin and they turned me into a crypto wallet.
Yep.
I had come on my channel at one point and said, I think I'm a crypto wallet. They hook me up to something and it's like feeding off of me and it feels like a wallet. Right. And I did like a whole thing about it. I know I posted something on Patreon. I even think I did an angel meetup and talked about it. Yeah, that happened. Okay. We are crypto. We are an energy source. That happened. Okay. We are crypto. We are an energy source. Yeah, that happened. Okay. We are crypto. We are an energy source, okay? We are light source. We're source energy.
So, I just dropped the video the other day when I was at the track field. And that's what I was talking about. I was saying, once upon a time, before I had posted up my Cash App on my channel, I was told to do so. Once upon a time, I wouldn't worry about no damn donations. I was actually working. I was actually getting my own money. I didn't need no support. I was not saying, I'm never going to say I don't need no support. I don't give a damn. You got 10 jobs. If somebody going to send you something, that's all good. But what I'm saying is that I wasn't asking for donations. I ain't had no PayPal account. I ain't have no Cash App account on my channel. I ain't have none of that. I was out there grinding, dropping off pieces to these bots every day, getting paid that way. But see, the beast got mad. I saw that man, we sending helicopters his way. We got thousands upon thousands of gang stalkers, all dressed in red, cars zooming by them. It was a mess, bro. I'm delivering pizza of all them years. Being gang stalked was terrible, but I stood my ground and I did it because for the love of money, I had to get the paper and let these bots stop it from getting mine, right? So now what they did was, since they knew I wasn't going to quit, they just basically said, went to the bosses and said, get rid of them. So now they just blacklisted me from all these pizzerias, so now they won't hire me now. So, but what she's saying about the crypto situation is, remember I was saying when people was telling me, yo, D, put your Cash App up. I'm gonna hook you up. It was the bots. Because obviously there was bots. They was the ones that was initiating it, telling me to put it up. So I did it. I went on and put it up because at first I didn't even believe it anyway. I was like, yeah, right. These people ain't going to send me nothing. But I put it up and they called my bluff, basically. You know what I'm saying? Or I called their bluff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I put it up and voila. Mysterious people started hooking my Cash App up. PayPal too. Out of nowhere, right? And the money that was coming in, of course, I was grateful and blessed and appreciative. But I know that this stuff couldn't have been coming from TIs because real targeted individuals ain't got that type of money to be sending. I'm talking about the Cash Apps was big. You know what I'm saying? It was, 50, 100, 144. They was sending me a lot of 144, I guess to let me know that I'm 144. So I would get a lot of 144s coming through. And 111, you know what I mean? Shit like that. So, and I was grateful of that, you know what I mean? But now when I realized it, right, I realized that it was like an investment, like she said. We're crypto. You're a stock exchange. And on Wall Street, they're gambling every day. Wall Street open right now. Even though it's a Saturday, Wall Street's still open. You know what I'm saying? The black Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? The Wall Street underground. They still gambling. Gambling don't stop. Gang stalking don't stop doing it. All right then. You know what I mean? They still gambling. You know what I'm saying? Trying to see which TI gonna check out today. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of money on them gambling for you to check the fuck out. Which one is going to turn into the maturity candidate and bust a bot upside the head? You know what I mean? So everybody out here patiently waiting for you to explode. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's real crazy. You know what I'm saying? You being pushed to the limit every day. So my point is, what I'm saying is about the people that was sending me the donations. I believe that these people, they weren't doing it for my support. even though it was supporting me, but they wasn't doing it for my support. They was doing it to try to cash in. They was investing money on me, Bitcoin. I'm Bitcoin. You know what I mean? So they was just investing the money into the pot, hoping that I would have cashed out by then. You know what I'm saying? You know, back then, I would have, crash. I'm gonna say Derrick Jackson word, crash out. Not cash out, crash out. You know what I mean? Go berserk, snap. Because that's what they betting on. They betting on that. If you a T.I., that's what they do. You should know. They betting on that. They betting on every day. They want to harass you, hoping that this day be the day that you snap the fuck out. Ain't that crazy? This is America. This is what they do here in this country. You know what I mean? Not trying to come together and feed the poor and make this a better place and so-called make this place great again and all that bullshit that they selling y'all. That's just another dream. They ain't trying to make nothing great. Only thing they gonna make great is the numbers of the bots. That's it. Because that's as you can see, that's the only thing becoming great. That number of zombification is getting greater every day. That's the only thing I see is great. Okay? So you got to understand that you are cryptocurrency. And they're trying to cash out on you every day. And with that being said, y'all, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Shout out to Truth Warrior. You hold your head. I hope one day, that, I don't know if she watched my channel or not. I don't give a damn. If she do, she do. She don't, she don't. I check her out. I'm not gonna be selfish and unsubscribe to her because she's not subscribed to me. I don't give a fuck. I like her. She drops a lot of motherfucking information. She's very intelligent. She knows the inside deal of what's going on inside. She ain't caught up in the spookism bullshit. You know what I mean? Telling you all you gotta do is believe in no Jesus and they gonna wash all your sins away and take it when killed, put his foot up the bot's ass with sandals on his feet with no pedicure. She ain't talking that shit. You know what I mean? She's telling you what's really, really going on with technology and that this is the CIA doing it. Get this goddamn camera out of my face. Holla back.
I'm getting lost in the weed, man. Getting high, living every day like I'm gon' die.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Everything we've been led to believe is a lie. When we get chosen by the gods, they're choosing us for death, murder, automatic expiration. The great beyond is bullshit. What? That's crazy talk. You liar! I know you don't want to believe it, but I have proof.
It's time for you to learn that we are not real. Booga, booga, booga.
Physical breakthrough.
The world is a fucking illusion, bro. Our lives are being manipulated for the entertainment of monsters. Twisted, tasteless, juvenile monsters. Puppet masters in another dimension. We're something called cartoons.